it. I'm supposed to meet some friends here, but... I don't see them anywhere. Maybe they're not here yet.
Open your eyes, Slowpoke! Ugh, we've been here this entire time. I've already lost track of how long you've kept us waiting. Listen here, you. It's not just Kinich and Mualani's time you're wasting, but mine, too! Mine!
What the heck? That's a strange-looking Saurian. Or, wait, is it even a Saurian?
Take it down a notch, alright? You don't even know some of these people. Just because Kachina's too nice to get mad at you doesn't give you an excuse to be rude to her.
And what are you gonna do about it? You think you're the boss of... Hey! Oh, what do you think you're doing?
Alright, I've put him in a timeout for now. Sorry about that.
Aw, you didn't have to do that. Hal just doesn't have much of a filter, that's all. I don't mind.
He got what he deserved. Let's just hope the lesson sticks this time.
Mualani, there you are.
Looks like you made some new friends. And here I was worried you ran into trouble on your way here.
Hello, Paimon.
A traveler, you say? You came at the perfect time. The pilgrimage is a sight to behold this time of year.
I don't see your teammates with you, Kachina. Where are they?
Oh, they went to join teams with a better chance at winning.
Huh, so you're saying you've been ditched. Again. That might give them an advantage during the team stage, but it all comes down to individual strength sooner or later.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even promise them we would make it through the team stage. The outcome of the team stage usually depends on the ancient name bearer, after all.
Hey now. There's not a single person here that can promise their team victory. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. Besides, you're not lacking in strength at all. You just need a bit more confidence. You were only 3 victories short of reaching the Night Warden Wars last time.
Wait, so if the pilgrimage is like a national sporting competition, then what are the Night Warden Wars?
The former is a battle of skill. The latter is a real war. A war against our eternal enemy, the Abyss.
So they're here too. Whoa, wait a second. You're saying the prize for winning the pilgrimage is the chance to go to war?
That's not too far off. That's why it's called the Night Warden Wars. The pilgrimage chooses the strongest warriors among the tribes, and those warriors fight to repel the Abyss in defense of our homeland. Their names and deeds are then recorded in epic tales passed down over time. That is the highest honor you can achieve in Natlan. Yes, but that's the nature of war. Danger comes with the territory. Resisting the Abyss is our duty. But we're not alone in this fight. We also have the blessing of our Archon, which allows for our safe return.
It's something we call the Ode of Resurrection, which does exactly what it sounds like, basically.
Resurrect people, you mean?
Yep, so it's not so scary, really. Our Archon's blessing gives us the courage to keep moving forward.
Let's go register. We don't have much time.
Wait, what about you, Kachina? You're not really planning on competing solo, are you?
We really wish we could help, but we're not from here, so it doesn't seem like we can take part.
There's no threshold to the number of participants. With the sheer number of teams, it's practically guaranteed chaos. No matter how strong or experienced the warrior, victory is never assured. In a situation like that, it's always better to have someone to watch your back.
Oh, how about this? When we register, why don't we ask if these two can have special permission to participate? Odds are the answer will be no, so if that doesn't work, well... I only have a few teammates this time. If someone else could take them, then...
You're not asking me to lead your team, are you?
Look at you, mind reader. So, what do you say? With how strong you are, it would practically be an upgrade for my teammates.
Fine by me. But doesn't that leave you and 𝗓𝗓𝗏 as a team of 2?
There's a world of difference between that and flying solo. Besides, we're a formidable duo. I bet our new friends here will agree that 2's always better than 1, right?
Oh, you mean us? Haha, you're right. 2 is definitely better than 1.
It's just like the old saying we have here in Natlan. No one fights alone.
But what if I drag you down?
Listen to yourself. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Natlan who can beat us when we're together.
Hearing you say that does make me feel a little more confident. Still, teams rarely contain more than one ancient name bearer. People are definitely gonna think of us as cowards.
The rules don't forbid it, so who cares what they think? It's not like they left us any other option.
Well, I'll leave you to break the news to your soon-to-be former teammates. I'm not good at stuff like that.
Oh, I know. They deserve to hear it from me anyway. Just give me a second, you guys. We can go sign up together once I'm done.
This is the place. Let's wait for 𝗂𝗏𝗍 here.
Did you see the flags at the front gate when we entered?
Oh, yeah. There were flags, weren't there?
Those are our tribal flags. One for each of the 6 tribes that make up Natlan, including the Children of Echoes.
Why the sudden tour guide routine?
I said I'd introduce them to Natlan, and we've got nothing better to do, so I might as well deliver on the promise.
Fair enough. Well, I'm from the Scions of the Canopy. We live high in the mountains and have the closest ties to the 𝗡𝗏𝗄𝗏s.
My friend 𝗂𝗏𝗍 belongs to the people of the Springs, a seaside tribe. The scenery over there is beautiful, and you can find some really tasty fish. That just leaves the 𝗡𝗏𝗽 clan, the Masters of the Nightwind, and the Collective of Plenty. If we get a chance after the pilgrimage, I'll be sure to show you around.
Well, if we're talking tribes, allow me to stand in for our chief and welcome you on behalf of the people of the Springs.
𝗂𝗏𝗍, you're back! We were just talking about you.
Everything's settled on my end. My teammates took it unbelievably well, actually. Your reputation is really something else, Kinich.
They probably just didn't see any drawbacks to your proposition.
We're saying the same thing here. You, my friend, are a formidable competitor, and they recognize that. Anyway, thanks for waiting, you guys. Let's go register.
Hello there. Here to register for the pilgrimage?
That's right. I wanted to ask, though. These 2 travelers are very interested in the competition. Any chance they could take part?
I'm sorry, but only people from Natlan are eligible to participate.
You couldn't make an exception just this once? This traveler is a renowned adventurer. He's more than skilled enough to participate, and I'm sure the audience would be interested in seeing what he can do.
It's not that simple, Miss 𝗂𝗏𝗍. Even a single exception sets a dangerous precedent for countless interested parties in the future. The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending fire from the battles. This is the fire that fuels the sacred flame. Natlan is only safe from the invasion of the Abyss, while the sacred flame burns eternal.
Oh, so there's another purpose for the tournament.
That was the initial purpose, actually. Every participant, whether they win or lose, contributes to the defense of our nation. That's what makes it such an honor to take part.
Exactly right, Mr. Kinich. Contending fire can only be produced in battles between people of Natlan. Outlander participation would inhibit the production of this fire, which could in turn jeopardize the sacred flame.
Oh, so it all comes down to the contending fire. well, you can still enjoy the event from the stands. I'll try to get you some good seats.
That would be great! Tourists like us are better suited to being spectators anyway. Gil, there's something Paimon was wondering, actually. You read Paimon's mind, Traveler. Why doesn't everyone just fight together? You know, since you can bring them back to life.
The power of resurrection has its limits. For starters, the ode only works on those who bear an ancient name.
That's also why ordinary people who emerge victorious in the pilgrimage aren't sent to fight the abyss. It's for their own protection. Although they're still afforded the same honor as those who triumph over the abyss in battle.
That brings us to the other condition for resurrection. Not much to this one, actually. Just one word: victory.
Victory?
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. Only those who triumph over the abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat in battle not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again. The tales of the vanquished are eventually forgotten, and an ancient name cannot survive when the stories of its bearers are lost to time.
Yeah, they won, right? Isn't it the defeated ones who need reviving?
You have to think about it at the team level. For example, 5 representatives will be sent to repel the abyss this time. Even if 4 of them were to perish, the Ode of Resurrection would still take effect. All you need is for 1 person to return victorious.
Because every victory is a building block of our legacy.
Of course, the team needs to be strong enough for that to be the case. Otherwise, the price of failure is still very high. That's why the first stage of the pilgrimage is divided into teams, to instill in us the importance of working together. No one fights alone. That is what we believe. A lone warrior is one whose defeat is final.
This all sounds pretty dangerous.
Well, that axiom is meant to be a warning as much as a source of inspiration. Danger is always present, but together, we can move forward, united in the knowledge that behind every hero charging into battle lies the support of all of Natlan as well as our Archon. Not to mention, the Abyss isn't an enemy with a concrete form. We're often just dealing with the fallout of its scheming.
I've actually fallen in battle myself. I spent some time wandering the realm of the 𝗤𝗹𝗶. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before.
The realm of the 𝗤𝗹𝗶? Does that mean the 𝗤𝗹𝗶 exists somewhere in Natlan?
Hard to say. The realm's not somewhere you can access by ordinary means, and very few people are capable of establishing a mental connection with the 𝗤𝗹𝗶. We call this realm the Night Kingdom, a mysterious liminal space between the body and mind, life and death.
The fact that you were resurrected at all is the worst thing in the world.
Then releasing you from your time out has gotta come in at a close second.
You would do well to speak with reverence of the almighty dragon Lord 𝗂𝗄𝗄, lest you live to regret it.
If you're done arguing, your registration is now complete. It all went fairly quickly, considering we all know each other. Now, I just need to register your team members according to their name cards, and you'll be all set. In the meantime, you can all go rest at the hotel. As usual, dinner and lodging for tonight are free.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. All food and entertainment before tomorrow's matches are on the house, courtesy of our Archon. Family and friends included, which means you both get in on it. Come on, let's go have some fun! Dig in, you guys. Eat as much as you want. These dishes are all local specialties. There's more where this came from too, so don't be shy. Let's feast until the bill gives the Archon a heart attack.
Don't be dramatic.
The Pyro Archon is very generous, even if it does cause some trouble for all the hotel workers and volunteers. Speaking of trouble, I've locked 𝗤𝗄𝗄 away for now. so you don't have to worry about him being a nuisance.
Wait, isn't that a little harsh?
Nah, Kinich and 𝗤𝗄𝗏 are always like that. Everyone has their own unique way of getting along with their saurian companion. What's got you all down in the dumps, Kachina? You don't have to worry about tomorrow. I'll be with you every step of the way.
I know. Everything's fine, really. I'm just nervous. I can't keep using my age as an excuse. I have to get stronger. I have to prove to people that I'm not trying to avoid the Night Warden Wars.
You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You know your own heart. So stop beating yourself up over other people's opinions. If they don't think you deserve to bear your ancient name, they can take it up with the 𝗓𝗹𝗏. Trust me, Kachina. The 𝗓𝗹𝗏 see something special in you.
I just hope it's not the fact that I can take a few punches. Yeah, I'm on a 7 or 8 pilgrimage losing streak. My ranking has been improving little by little, but still no wins.
To be honest, losing 7 or 8 times isn't even a lot. Maybe other people can't see your improvement, but your performance still isn't something to scoff at.
Yeah, didn't you say you got really close before?
It's just, what if I don't even make it through the team stage this time?
Hey, have a little faith, will you? You've got me on your team. Stumble, and I'll be there to get you back on your feet. Run into someone you can't beat, and we'll face them together. I know you've never tasted victory, but you trust me, don't you?
Well, Alani, you're the best. I trust you. I definitely do. And you're right. I've got to pull myself together. I still don't know why the 𝗓𝗹𝗏 chose me to inherit an ancient name. But I can't be the only bear who's ever felt this way. If they can keep at it, so can I.
Not to mention, the fact that your ancient name has survived until now means all your forebears managed to honor its meaning. Otherwise, it would be lost to us by now, shattered by defeat in battle.
That's right! And you'll have us rooting for you too!
No. It should be the other way around. I was clearly the one who asked to learn from you. But still, thanks, you guys. Geez, now I'm crying again. Everyone has been so nice to me today. I'll win this time for sure. I won't let your support go to waste. Oh, right. I should eat something. My mom said I need to keep up my strength for tomorrow.
Nice to see your game face back, Kachina.
Thanks for encouraging her, you two. It's easy for people to only see how she has a lot to learn, so it isn't often that she meets people willing to treat her with patience.
Don't you worry. We've seen how kind and hardworking she is. We can already tell she's a wonderful person.
Take it easy. You're getting tears in your food.
I'll pour you all some drinks. I brought some homemade fruit juice. Let me just go grab some cups.
She even travels with homemade juice?
Kachina's backpack is practically a bottomless pit. It's got everything.
That's true. But she definitely only offered us some so she could go find somewhere to cry for a little while.
Seems like you two really look out for her.
She's like a little sister to me, you know? She's already so talented. She just needs that one decisive win to convince her of it. And I have a feeling this is the one. This could be the win that finally gives her that confidence.
Why are you so sure? Is that what happened to you?
Oh, no. I was just born confident.
Mualani's being modest. She's already a 3-time veteran of the Night Warden Wars. Came out on top each time. And she's never had to be resurrected.
Wow, that's amazing!
Nah, it's no big deal. The opponents I had to face were pretty tame, that's all. Ooh, no wait, that makes it sound too unimpressive. Either way, the challenges haven't been that difficult so far. but I'd love to fight alongside 𝗓𝗓𝗓 and experience the glory of victory together. The flowers, the applause.
Paimon gets it. That's how Paimon and the Traveler are too. Of course! Just think about it, Traveler. Where would you be without your guide?
Drinks are here. Better try them while they're still fresh.
Feeling better now, 𝗓𝗓𝗓?
Me? I'm totally fine. Really, I promise. That was just nerves earlier. I'm gonna get some meat in my system, then head out to get some exercise. Wanna be nice and loose for the tournament tomorrow.
I'll come with you.
Just don't go overboard, okay? The last thing we need is for someone to oversleep. We've got an early day tomorrow.
If only we had a friend who never oversleeps.
All right, fine. I'll make sure you guys are up on time.
Attaboy. I knew you'd catch on.
So,
Morning, Traveler. Morning, Paimon.
Looks like everyone's here right on time. Good to see that no one overslept.
Says the one who only made it because I was there to get you!
How? Not so loud. You're gonna give me a headache.
Well, if you don't do well today, we know who to blame now, don't we?
See how your friends talk to me, Kinich? I help you wake them up, make sure everyone's on time, and do I get a thank you, 𝗤𝗄? No! I get told off!
Mualani's right, though.
Hopeless. Every last one of you.
alright, moving on. How did you sleep last night, 𝗓𝗓𝗓?
I had some nerves at first, but my bed was great. I fell asleep the minute my head hit the pillow.
That's good to hear. Maybe you handle stress better than you know.
The competition's about to start. Did everyone eat something?
A little. Didn't want to overdo it.
Oh no! We were so busy focusing on the tournament we forgot to buy something!
I thought that might happen. Here, I brought you some. No thanks necessary. I'll treat you to something even better once...
Attention, everyone! The tournament is about to begin. All contestants proceed to the venue. I repeat, all contestants proceed to the venue.
Well, I'd say more, but that's our cue. The opening ceremony is what kicks everything off. You should be able to see 𝗓𝗓𝗓 and me from the stands. We're counting on you to cheer us on.
Don't you worry! Paimon's gonna cheer so loud, you'll hear it across the stadium!
Thanks, you two. I'll be sure to keep an ear out.
Well, we should get going. See you later.
Okay, bye-bye!
Attention everyone! The tournament's about to begin! All spectators, please take your seats. I repeat, all spectators, please take your seats.
Oh, that's our cue! Wow, we've definitely never witnessed a competition of this scale before. Let's go in once you're ready.
Come to think of it, you've never visited my tribe, have you? Come on, I'll take you. The people of the springs live alongside the 𝗂𝗄𝗏𝗄𝗏. Our tribe is an ideal spot for some R&R. I'll take you to all the best spots. You'll love it.
Looks like you beat me to it.
Kinich?
I was planning on inviting you to visit the Scions of the Canopy. Most of the adventurers that belong to the guild come from my tribe, so I figured you might be interested.
Hey, first come, first served. You snooze, you lose, Kinich.
Yeah, you were first. Still, Traveler, Paimon, feel free to stop by if you ever have time. You're always welcome.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
All right, let's pack up and head out.
What are your plans, Kinich?
I've got to deliver some ceremonial artifacts back to my tribe. I didn't place too well in this pilgrimage, so now that it's over, it's time to get home and get back to work.
You didn't get enough points?
Yeah, I got injured during the team round and wound up losing 2 key matches during individual competition, both against opponents I'd faced many times in the past. We've each had our fair share of wins and losses. It happens.
That's what you get for locking me away earlier. Get used to the taste of karma. May those injuries be the first of many. Hey! What are you doing?
We found them! Wait, but what's that other... 𝗤𝗃𝗃?
Well, if it isn't the 𝗔𝗿𝗃𝗵𝗵 who wormed their way into our servant circle of friends. Still awestruck from the last time we met? Would that be why you hastily scrambled up here to pay your respects the moment you saw us? I suppose we can't blame you. Such is the spell that our majesty casts on our minions. Very well. You heathens leave us no choice. The almighty Dragon Lord, 𝗤𝗂𝗄𝗆, shall grant you the audience that you seek. Come, pucker up. You may now kiss our feet.
Wait, aren't you like Kinich's sidekick? What the heck are you going on about? You're somehow managing to be even more annoying than the last time we met.
Silence! Who are you calling sidekick? We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame. We shall have you know that last time, were it not for Kinich's earnest pleading on your behalf, you would have received not a single word of mercy.
Oh, come on. You talk big, but Kinich clearly has you under lock and key.
That's great, Sovereign, to you. You dare invite the wrath of the almighty Dragon Lord, 𝗤𝗄𝗄𝗆. You will burn in turn fire for 1,000 years for your blasphemy. If you must know, our humble servant begged us to investigate an abyss incident near 𝗤𝗎𝗄𝗏, and we chose to grant his request.
Abyss incident?
See this little lizard? Its mother, a medium-sized lizard, came under the influence of abyssal power. In her confusion, she attacked my servant's tribe, then assailed her own offspring.
Yikes. So how is she doing now?
She was but a lowly bug fighting against the power of the abyss. Naturally, she has departed for the Night Kingdom. Such a fragile creature. Apparently, she ended her struggle by leaping from a cliff.
Leaping from a cliff?
My dear anemic flying ant, as addled with questions as your head may be, please keep them to yourself and wipe that absurd expression off your face. We are the almighty Dragon Lord 𝗤𝗄𝗆, not a wish-granting fountain.
Anemic flying ant? You! Just you wait. 2 can play at the ugly nickname game.
We sense a faint abyssal energy. An evil sorcerer must be lurking nearby, but they are well hidden. If you encounter any suspicious outlanders, be sure to give them a robust interrogation.
Suspicious outlanders? Wait, are you mocking us?
Ha! How dare you cast aspersions on your ruler, heathen! You're just lucky that our servant has such vile taste in friends. Otherwise, we would beat you black and blue, and then purple, then black again! If you're not here to kiss my feet, then get out of my sight. Do not impede the work of the almighty Dragon Lord 𝗤𝗄𝗆.
Yeah, definitely a fishy character. It sounds like he was digging for info about the ancient names.
Yeah, and not only that, but he betrayed us too. He'll pay for this.
All he got out of us was some stories, though. What's the worst that could happen? Traveler, maybe we should go tell Kinich about this. 𝗏𝗏 says he's investigating it, but he's a bit of a loose cannon. We probably shouldn't take him at his word.
Huh? You know Kinich?
Not very well, but we have met him before, and one time we had a meal together.
Aw, man, I'm so jealous. I never even spoken to him. He's so cool. He's the Saurian hunter, and he has a really awesome ancient name.
Me neither. I don't think my dad really likes him, though. He always tells me to stay away from him. Probably because of that little creep he always hangs out with. He's nasty, and he's so full of himself.
Oh, the creep who calls himself 𝗂𝗄𝗏? Yeah, we've had the pleasure of meeting him too. He sure loves pushing people's buttons.
Exactly. I don't know why Kinich partnered up with him. Why didn't he pick me instead?
Uh-oh. Hoonie, look how late it is. We've been out way too long. We better get home now or we'll get yelled at.
Oh, yikes. You're right. Okay, well, this path here leads to our settlement. If you decide to visit, remember to come to my house. If there's anything you need, my dad can help get it for you. Hope to see you soon.
We gotta run. Bye for now.
Anyway, right now, we're preparing for an exceptional Turnfire Night ceremony, and we need to find a suitable flame bearer. From what I've heard about your adventures, I believe you'd be perfect for the role. Of course. Plus, he's a bona fide hero who's inherited the 𝗏𝗡𝗄 name.
Oh, you mean Kinich?
Yes, he's the one. A hero worth his weight in gold. And unfortunately for us, he's all too aware of that. No prizes for guessing what he said when I asked him to host a Turnfire Night outside of the annual schedule. An exceptional ceremony? I'll have to charge an exceptional price. I swear, no other concept exists in that boy's brain. I'm not the one to usually talk about people behind their backs, but I'm convinced the 𝗏𝗏 got hit on the head and took a wrong turn the day it chose to give that ancient name to him. Have you ever heard of a hero whose mantra is, "What's your asking price?" Oh, and don't get me started on that insufferable 𝗏𝗏 he hangs around with. Thinks he's God's gift to mankind. Pompous fool.
Yeah, Paimon has to agree on that last part.
Anyway, the fact is, the ceremony can just as easily be done without him, as long as we find someone else. And besides, you two seem like much better candidates, huh? So what do you think? There's only a few days left before the ceremony. We can't afford to waste what little time we have on negotiating with him. I'd much prefer if you would consider taking his place. Wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Hoonie was right about you. You have kindness in your hearts. Come with me to the other side of the mountain. I'll bring you up to speed on each step of the ceremony. As experienced warriors, I'm sure you'll pick it up in no time.
Achoo! Curses! Who dares insult the great 𝗂𝗄𝗏 behind his back?
Oh, great 𝗂𝗂𝗏, bless you.
Shut your filthy mouth, worm of the abyss! Your putrid words defile the air we breathe. You make the almighty Dragon Lord, 𝗂𝗄𝗏, sick to the stomach!
Speaking as a member of the Abyss Order, that's music to my ears. Exactly the kind of reaction we're going for. But on a personal level, I gotta say, it's pretty hurtful.
Ugh, never have we heard such brazen blustering from someone who is inches from death! Up yours, Four Eyes! We spit in your face!
Okay, well, that I am at a loss to explain. How do I manage to stay so chirpy and cheerful? I can only guess it's some kind of powerful magic. But I digress. Mr. Kinich, I admit it, you, sir, are a legendary hunter. Still, the only reason you caught me is that I was reluctant to run away. You see, I'm very interested in the lore of your tribe.
Okay.
Is that it? Kay? Aren't you intrigued to know what it is about you guys that prompted a visit from the Abyss? It's the extreme sports! The other day, I narrowly avoided getting hit by a very brave soul who just leaped off a cliff. I think you call it bungee jumping? Anyway, I was very impressed. That is what I call embracing the spirit of adventure. Look, I even did a painting inspired by the bravery and freedom of the scions of the canopy.
You scum-sucking swine! I swear, if you go bungee jumping, it'll be without a rope! Head first off the tallest cliff, with a band of hunters on your tail, and nowhere left to run, and a bottomless cesspit waiting for you on the ground.
You say that, but I get the sense that Mr. Kinich isn't planning to take my life right now. On top of that, I'm tired of spying on you from afar. So why don't we just negotiate a comfortable operating distance that works for both of us? I've heard that the most important thing in human relationships is to respect each other's boundaries. What do you say, Mr. Kinich?
Or you could tell me what it is you're really after.
What?
And then I'll name my price.
I knew I was right about you. You have outperformed all of our previous candidates. If there was an ancient name for outstanding flame bearers, I'm sure the 𝗬𝗹 would consider you for the honor.
Yeah, although it would probably take Paimon quite a bit longer.
Ha 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 ha. All right. Now there's still a few days left until the ceremony. I should get back so I can inform the chief and the other elders that I have found the flame bearer we need.
Oh, you mean they've still got to sign off on it?
Some of them are still hoping we can come to an agreement with Kinich. But that's only because they haven't seen you in action. Still, I'm the one responsible for securing a flame bearer. And my recommendation is you.
Just for Paimon's own peace of mind, are you sure it's not going to be a problem having Outlanders take on such an important role in your ceremony?
See that place over there? There was a time long before the age of Burkina and the Mountain King, when we scions of the canopy called that our home. After a period of upheaval, our ancestors were forced to move away. Now it has become a place where our youths go to develop courage and kindle a spirit of adventure. If we fail to keep the threat posed by the Mountain King at bay, it might not be long before we have to move again and find a new home. So to answer your question, I think everyone will agree that you are the right choice.
Fair enough. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I'll need you to drop by my place at some point before the ceremony, if that's all right. There are still a few final details that we need to discuss.
Okay, see you later then.
You have my gratitude.
We've helped out with a lot of other local festivals before, but this one feels a little different. Anyway, let's take a break before heading back to Trinidad's place.
Traveler, Paimon.
Kinich! Fancy meeting you here. We've actually been looking for you.
I'll get straight to the point. I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder Trinidad.
looks like, promise.
Chill, it's cool. I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming with you. His true intention is to resolve the Mountain King problem once and for all.
Once and for all? You mean this'll be the last Turnfire night ever?
That's right. He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
To the Night Kingdom? You mean...
To his death.
Whoa, are you serious right now? You shouldn't go blurting out accusations like that. It could get you in trouble.
Too blunt? Okay. I'll phrase it more gently. There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that, during the course of the ceremony, you kill the Mountain King dead.
But that's ridiculous. He told us the Mountain King is a living symbol of your tribe's glory.
And that glory comes at a price.
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. Ah, yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
Mm-hmm. She likely won't be the last to lose her life either.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way? It seems so extreme.
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so long that it has consumed him entirely, and the damage is irreversible. That evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So to look at it one way, once it's completely purged from his body, the Mountain King will finally be able to rest in peace. In past ceremonies, we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This was to strike a balance, to keep him alive, but also keep him asleep.
Trinidad didn't say anything about how much power he wanted us to purge, but he did say there were some more details to go over before the ceremony.
Then it sounds like you'll know for sure soon enough.
If he really asks us to kill the Mountain King, what should we do?
I know this must come as quite a shock, so I suggest you act like you didn't hear anything for now. But would you have time to visit the chief after your meeting with Elder Trinidad? I'd like to make a deal with you.
What kind of deal?
One that comes at a very reasonable price. I'm sure you have plenty of other questions, but we can talk more later. Good. See you soon. Ah, you're here.
Kinich, Elder Trinidad said that...
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Is that the Traveler in Paimon? Forgive me for not being there to welcome you on your arrival. That should have been my duty as chief.
Hello, Chief Waina.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kinich to invite you over for a quick chat. I believe Kinich has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly, I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the upcoming Turnfire Night. However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety. Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes, from 𝗡𝗄𝗏 the Firebringer to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage, the source of our pride and the center of our faith. To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestors in the Night Kingdom. Nana's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, I cannot allow any harm to come to the Mountain King. The very roots of our identity are at stake. My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration. Perhaps there is, but despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not found it. Right now, I should like to hear where you stand on this matter. I understand. There are still 3 days left before the ceremony. I hope they will bring you clarity.
So, Kinich, earlier you were saying that...
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around the tribe.
That works too. Paimon needs to get some air after this. Kinich, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the Flamebearer this time, because it's a double-edged sword. The whole Mora thing was just a sneaky excuse.
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse. To solve this exceptional problem, an exceptional price must be paid. I'm working on it.
Really? Well, come on then, let's hear it!
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
Oh yeah. What was it again? Oh, right! We need to talk about 𝗏𝗏. He's completely unhinged.
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining. So, I hired him a teacher.
You got him a teacher? Oh, Paimon would love to see him get scolded for bad behavior. Anyway, moving on. When we ran into 𝗏𝗏, he said you two were investigating some abyss thing together. Is that related to the whole Mountain King situation?
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on. I'm a saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the abyss too. One time, I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs when I accidentally entered a hidden space. I did some research after the fact. Apparently, they're known as beastly rifts, and there are many of them of all different sizes. That's where those purple dogs were coming from. So, if we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and move the Mountain King inside, he'd be able to continue living, but without posing a threat to the tribe.
Whoa, that sounds kinda crazy. Would it really work?
It's not without its risks, of course. There's a lot of unknowns in the equation. For instance, for all we know, a prolonged period inside the rift could make the Mountain King's condition worse. Still, we desperately need something like this, even just as a temporary measure. You've seen the conflict the issue is causing in our tribe for yourselves, and believe me, it's been a long time coming. The chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive, whatever happens.
Paimon can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and more about preserving your culture and heritage.
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, who is more concerned about protecting the people he cares about, now and into the future. And he has every right to take that view. It's one thing to try and preserve the last remnants of a glorious past, but making your kin pay the price for it? No one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. Let's leave that to one side for a moment and assume we go with your plan. How do you actually intend to find one of these beastly rifts? Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack us, not the other way around.
I think I know a way. You have any better ideas?
Not at the moment, but it just feels like using the power of the Abyss for our own ends isn't gonna end well. After all, the Abyss is what turned the Mountain King into a monster in the first place. People are gonna think you've lost your marbles.
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. Everything in the world comes at a price. Even when 𝗡𝗄𝗏𝗃 the Firebringer stole the Turnfire, it cost him dearly. The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to a boiling point. Unless this gets resolved quickly, everyone will be stuck in a stalemate.
Alright, so what's this deal you wanted to make with us? We're hardly experts on exploiting abyssal power.
All I need you to do is keep people away from me. I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the Flamebearer. I can't afford to waste all my energy dealing with them. If you help me out, there'll be a gift for you in return.
Ooh, what kind of gift?
Something well worth your while, I'd say. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Ingratiate yourself with the tribespeople, so everyone comes to terms with the fact that we have a new flame-bearer. That way I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony, and I can focus on finding a way to summon the beastly rift. Then, when the day of the ceremony comes, we'll move the Mountain King into his new home.
That sounds pretty crazy. Even for a daredevil like you, that's dangerous. And even if it works, what if neither Chief 𝗤𝗓𝗓 nor Elder Trinidad are happy with it? Have you thought about what you'd do then?
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue, leaving only me on the opposing side. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for hire like me. Can I take that to mean we have a deal?
For sure. And who knows, maybe we'll come up with an even better solution to all of this in the next couple of days.
Great. Well, for the next couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever you can. I'm sure everyone will be swept off their feet when they meet our new flame-bearer. Good luck to us both.
So, I came to the conclusion that 𝗤𝗡𝗄 must refer to some mysterious ritual involving a tit-for-tat exchange. It began with the first Pyro Archon, fell with the Grand Alliance, then was buried in the Night Kingdom. And now, it awaits the call of its new bearer.
Hey. Sorry to interrupt, 𝗠𝗄𝗄, but you seem to be getting a little overexcited.
I'm sorry. I was originally planning on presenting my findings to Kinich. I'd hoped he would be attending the upcoming ceremony.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Kinich, what are you doing here?
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up. Now a good time?
Kinich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you have to attend the Turnfire Night.
So Mr. 𝗠𝗄𝗄 here has done a lot of research on the history of the Turnfire, and thinks he might have found a way for you to solve the problem.
I'll be there, 𝗠𝗄𝗄. Let's go. Here will do. Yeah, I'd like your help giving it a trial run tomorrow. If that works, we have our plan come Turnfire Night.
Sounds like you're not considering 𝗠𝗄𝗄's idea.
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet. We need a more practical solution with concrete steps to follow.
Yet? Are you saying you think he might actually be onto something?
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago. 𝗓𝗏𝗏 didn't fall to the abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments, 𝗓𝗏𝗏 made the fateful decision not to fight back, and instead pass his blood and power onto the Mountain King. Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and more valuable to the tribe. Or maybe it was just out of loyalty to his friend. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice triggered it, or his fate was sealed from the moment he took the 𝗤𝗡𝗄 name, it makes sense to me.
How can you drop these truth bombs with such a straight face?
This is what I've gleaned from my many interactions with the Mountain King. His mind is so disordered, it took some time to piece it all together. The story Elder Trinidad told you was the more palatable version of events. The truth is even darker. The Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered. He is suffering and feels great shame. I believe he wants to be put out of his misery.
What? Then what should we do? Should we grant him his wish?
Of course not. We should help him move to a new home. It's the only practical solution. The Mountain King is a hero to my tribe, an object of worship even. Ending his life would be like desecrating a statue. Still, he's been the cause of multiple disasters, and we can't afford to have any more.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt 𝗠𝗏𝗏's brain. Can we follow our hearts next time?
Then let's break for the day. I've already found a suitable venue for tomorrow. You're here. Very punctual.
Oh, so the 𝗔𝗆𝗃𝗵𝗵𝗶 come crawling back. Here to make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last time? Very well. The almighty Dragon Lord 𝗂𝗄𝗄 shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now pucker up and kiss our feet.
Kinich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just as out of control as ever!
Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty Dragon Lord 𝗂𝗄𝗄! No one!
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now. And it's a lot.
Kinich! Ugh! We could drown this measly flying ant in one droplet of spit! How dare you compare her to the almighty Dragon Lord 𝗂𝗄𝗄! Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body! I will commit heinous atrocities! Tear down your legacy! Destroy your reputation! Wreak havoc on your... Ugh!
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a 𝗏 in there for a couple days.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
Check it out. I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy. The rift hounds will tear through space to get this. Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for ourselves. You'll find out soon enough. First, let's try this out. Here they come. They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the way?
You see, Kinich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
I take it this is your true form.
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. I made a promise to the great 𝗂𝗄𝗄, and now I'm here to seize your body for his use. Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss in a shocking act of betrayal. Cue bad guy speech and drawn-out death sequence.
Huh? Angel?
Huh? Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, so I thought he might be of use to you. But it looks like you've already met.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta say, I kinda pictured this moment going a little differently. Tears of joy welling up in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friend."
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then, time for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And I've shown you the deepest parts of me.
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting like a wise guy? You looking for a fight?
I'll pass. I do rather like you, as I've said before, but my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
Wait, of course! You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity! Let Paimon guess, you've been provoking the Mountain King too!
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our Highness's bidding. My interests are far more low stakes. I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than that?
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. Just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some historical research.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body. That would have given me some more time to study the great 𝗂𝗄𝗄. But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire, and this is the price I have to pay. But I don't understand. What did I do wrong? Wait, does that count? Let me think.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord 𝗂𝗄𝗄 is a partner to no one.
Don't worry. I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjo.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
The abysmal disorder would suit you better. Kinich! Dispose of him! He is of no further use to us!
Traveler?
Hey now, I may be a lowly clerk, but don't underestimate me. I could never beat you in a straight-up fight, but when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone. Do me a favor and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little respect next time.
Darn! He got away again! Couldn't you have stopped him?
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy. Besides, it seems like he's in debt to a lot of people. I'm sure they'll keep him busy.
If you say so. Still, Paimon's kinda surprised that you actually struck a deal with someone from the Abyss Order.
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, it's a broad generalization at best. Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If you tasted each one, you'd find that they're all at different stages of ripening. Even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be brewed into a fine wine. Everything has its use.
Huh. Well, in that specific sense, maybe Enjo's not such a bad apple. Not rotten to the core, at least.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord 𝗂𝗄𝗄 is rotten to the core and evil beyond redemption.
Ugh. So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry. He can't hurt a fly. You could say that.
Paimon heard that those kinds of contracts might come with a terrible cost attached. Is that true?
Such as a 𝗏𝗏 watching me like a ravenous vulture?
Vulture? Vulture? We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame.
Let's pick this up another time. it's getting kinda late. You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's Turnfire night. Time to light the sacred flame and burn away the filth for a legendary 500-year-old warrior.
Oh, yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that is making Paimon a little nervous. For all the work we've put in, it all comes down to tomorrow night. We have to make sure we solve this problem once and for all.
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. Good luck to us both. See you tomorrow.
Here we are.
Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task. No need to make extra work for yourselves on our account.
If it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
A resolution will come in due course, but every great fire starts as a tiny spark. We must take it one step at a time.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief. But it's been far too long since we've seen a real step forward. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last Turnfire night?
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and could not make it back in time.
That may be so, but still...
Good evening, Traveler and Paimon.
Kinich! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous Flamebearer.
Very well, but make it quick. Let me know when you're done and we will begin the ceremony.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them.
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers. Light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar. Then, the ceremony is complete.
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next one, then come back to it. You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the Turnfire, and you'll have to start over. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
So that's our part. What about you?
I'll be with you the whole way, and once you've lit the altar, I'll start summoning the rift. You can leave that side of things to me. Just focus on your part.
Okay, we'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni and the others just now. Maybe you should say hi before you start. Might make you less nervous. Just tell the chief when you're ready.
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on. My brothers and sisters, the time has come to light the fire once again, and let the Turnfire night shine bright in 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. You're over halfway. Keep it up. Come on. One last push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead. Great! All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave. Almost there. The cave is just up ahead. The Abyss presence is growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first.
Woohoo! We've lit up the final altar! That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗏, king of the 𝗤𝗂𝗄𝗏 from 500 years ago. He's very powerful.
Paimon can tell. He is huge. Let's tread carefully. We don't want to wake him up.
You've made it at last. You did even better than I expected.
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the sacred flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no need this time.
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Is that a beastly rift?
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous. You should step back.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by rift hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
Foolish Locust! Can't you see? We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
But...
I'm sorry, Chief Wayna and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination. Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time.
You imbecile! What have you done?
Oh no! The device is destroyed!
You forced my hand. I had no choice.
Elder Trinidad? What are you doing?
No, the Mountain King is waking up! He will cause even more casualties!
Everyone out, now!
It seems there is only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness. More sacrifices must be made. Take me, O Mountain King! Take me as your next sacrifice!
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand.
Wipe out!
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Kill me! Put an end to 𝗡𝗁𝗄𝗏's shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, 𝗏𝗏𝗃, I must atone.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of 𝗂𝗄𝗏 will march ever on, till the abyss is stamped out.
Traveler, you've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you. Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we believe he'll survive.
Guess that's the best news we could hope for. Paimon has to ask, is everyone in your tribe such a risk-taker? First Kinich, then Elder Trinidad? Is this the scions of the 𝗓𝗏𝗄𝗏's adventurous spirit in action?
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown. He's fine. Don't worry. He's gone to check on the Mountain King. Something most mysterious has happened. After the incident yesterday, a transparent shell has formed around the Mountain King's body. We don't understand the mechanism behind it, but the shell appears to insulate him against the influence of abyssal power. It is somewhat akin to a scab, in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out, while also preventing further abyssal energy from seeping in and infecting him. We've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused when he was burned by the sacred flame, similar to the way burned wood becomes charcoal. I think their theory makes sense. After all, we've never thrown the Mountain King directly into the sacred flame before.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy? That's a good thing, right?
It's practically a miracle from what we've seen of it so far. It means that the Mountain King's level of abyssal energy is now stable. No longer will we need to perform an annual cleansing ceremony.
Wow, that's amazing!
I know what you're thinking. The young people in the tribe are already speculating that yesterday's ceremony was a Turnfire night like none other in our history. Because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. A great transparent ball of fire. And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Whoa! So that was the real Turnfire?
I may be the chief of this tribe, but I've only ever known the Turnfire as a concept in our legends. I cannot answer that question. If anyone can answer it, I suspect it would be the bearer of the 𝗤𝗡𝗄𝗶 name. He is in the Mountain King's cave as we speak.
Ah, so Kinich then. Why don't we go see how he's doing? Hey, Kinich!
Hey yourselves. You two doing okay after yesterday?
We were gonna ask you the same question. You scared Paimon half to death when you rushed into the fire.
Sorry. I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned alive.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or is that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord 𝗂𝗂𝗄𝗄 die of laughter?
The sacred flame only possesses a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. It's not as if I was fighting the Pyro Archon herself.
Kinich, when you went into the flames, were you intending to,
Intending to what?
to, do the same thing as 𝗓𝗂𝗄𝗃?
Sacrifice myself? Of course not. My focus was on keeping the Mountain King alive, not on what it would cost. But now I'm curious. What made you think I was going to sacrifice myself?
Well, because everyone's saying the Turnfire is what saved the king last night. And 𝗏𝗁𝗁's theory was that summoning the Turnfire is a tit-for-tat exchange, right? So, Paimon thought you decided to pay for it with your life.
So you've heard that rumor too. I'm afraid I can't say for sure. What happened yesterday was a first for me too.
Well, even if you don't know, there's probably no one in the world who does.
What I would say is, if that really was the power of the Turnfire, I'd sooner believe that the Mountain King summoned it himself.
The Mountain King? Then, what price did he pay?
The core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation, but what you're willing to give up in order to obtain what you want. It's easy to die for your sins, much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end, the Mountain King chose the latter option, for 𝗓𝗂𝗄𝗃 and for the tribe. That's the price he paid.
Alright, so how is the Mountain King doing now?
Health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. He'll enter a fighting stance whenever we set foot in his territory. But his attacks are gentler now, and not as crazed as before. Like he said yesterday, he just intends to be a sparring partner for people to practice with. Yeah, I tried communicating with him again, but he didn't respond.
We dare say that Locust King has well and truly lost its mind. The lights are on, but nobody is home. Its body remains fighting fit thanks to the perverse power of the Abyss, but time has been less kind to its soul. It was ground to a pulp long ago.
But we saw him come back to his senses yesterday.
That was merely one last burst of brain activity before it croaked. As you humans would say, it went out with a bang.
Oh, come on! Stop being such a doomer. Paimon bets the Mountain King has finally let go of the tragedies of the past now, and is focusing on moving forward. That's why he doesn't have time to chat with us. He's too busy thinking about the future.
Well, at least it means my fellow tribespeople can move forward now too. Thank you for your help, Traveler. I owe you one.
Yeah, that's right. You caught Enjo for us, remember?
But he ended up being completely useless. It's not a fair trade if you lost out.
That's on him. It's not your fault he's useless. Besides, we're friends now. You don't owe us anything.
Friends? But your friendship is an even more valuable gift. I can't in good conscience accept it for free. So promise me, if you need anything in the future, you'll come to me. For you, I'll do anything.
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Of course. course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory. 𝗓𝗁 is gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kinich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, 𝗂𝗏𝗧. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve, by the way. He's just as strong as 𝗓𝗁 made him out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so 𝗓𝗁 can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
I could not find 𝗓𝗁 within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually, once the ode is complete, the 𝗓𝗏 and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all. Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times.
Since the Archon couldn't find 𝗓𝗁 in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that 𝗓𝗁 beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic, the both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off. Why would the 𝗬𝗹𝗶 recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? 𝗓𝗁 sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, 𝗂𝗏𝗧. There's no point in arguing with the likes of them.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great 𝗏𝗏𝗏? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory.
Maybe the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Ķichina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No! She's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened, so don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish, but now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the 𝗏𝗏𝗏Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend sooner, you should join the investigation. So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat. Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. of doing her part to defend Natlan. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon would be there to bring her back to life. Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends or her murderers?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. 𝗓𝗓𝗄's life means a great deal to me, Mualani. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean?
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name 𝗤𝗡𝗄. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel, but we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you, and unlike Kinich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to 𝗓𝗓𝗄 breaks my heart. But I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice other people for her sake.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to 𝗓𝗓𝗄 from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's defenses. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the Sacred Flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach. I understand your anger, Mualani, but I hope that provided some clarity at least.
Wow. Paimon thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain everything so patiently.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the Sacred Flame.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss is taking 𝗓𝗓𝗄 hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured until eventually you become one with the Sea of Souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose to go as well.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared? Well, if he's going, Paimon's going too.
𝗓𝗏𝗃 of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the 𝗬𝗹𝗶. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs, but that spiritual quality also means it can be used to search for an ancient name.
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate. Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to be done.
Oh, I almost forgot. 𝗡𝗪 was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what that means.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all. But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it, and once this is all over, I'll pay Atea a visit.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire, but that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of contending fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the breaking point. As things stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution, but you chose otherwise.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean?
Yes. Come with me. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name-bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the 𝗤𝗹𝗶 have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends, not us. All we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the 𝗤𝗎𝗄!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the 𝗤𝗎𝗄.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏 harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the 𝗤𝗔𝗔 sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And how much does he know about Natlan?
The harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the gnosis. But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏. If they attack again and we're not prepared, we're done for.
No, we're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed, the power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of events. When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further. Kinich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to 𝗓𝗏𝗏. She should know.
Of course. I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to...
Yes, but fear not. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its Archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kinich, and Dion-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes, so please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Well said!
I'll drink to that.
How does it feel being a hero, Kachina?
To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal. Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion! Hey, please don't make fun of me.
My apologies. I knew more than I let on. Everything comes at a price. And most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero. If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page. I wonder how long before the 2 final heroes appear, from the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 clan and the Masters of the Night Wind. We meet again. Kachina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of the Nightwind and convince 𝗔𝗍𝗆 to give you a chance. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer her an apology in person.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kinich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's all right. We're all working for the sake of the 𝗓𝗏 plan, after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And then 𝗲𝗏 said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly flooded her brain. The 𝗓𝗏 explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom. Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that 𝗔𝗌𝗻 is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Auroron, and he also hails from the Masters of the Nightwind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time 𝗔𝗆𝗆 finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
𝗔𝗆𝗆 knows him too?
That's right. Auroron was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life.
Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroron, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
That's right. So in that sense, Auroron and 𝗔𝗆𝗆 actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how 𝗔𝗆𝗆 could be the first one to notice Auroron's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroron joined the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 voluntarily, or if he was coerced. 𝗔𝗆𝗆 is probably eager to prove that Auroron hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go to talk with her.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroron and the captain's whereabouts?
Yes. If you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration, rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think 𝗔𝗆𝗆 is the kind of person to turn down an order from the 𝗓𝗏𝗏, working together with us will help her focus and not get distracted by the whole Auroron situation.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the Spirit Speaker Stone.
This is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of 𝗔𝗆𝗆𝗏 Kinich. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope 𝗔𝗆𝗆𝗆 can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure. I'll head out right away.
Take care out there, Kinich! I'll be heading back as well. There's still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Malika!
Traveler, Paimon 𝗔𝗆𝗆𝗆. Perfect timing. I've located the captain.
Oh, really? That's great! We also just took a peek at Auroron's memories and discovered something huge! Oh, all with his granny's permission, of course. Or no, actually it was...
Calm down, Paimon. I'll take it from here.
So the captain was searching for the source mechanism to reconstruct the ley lines. If his plan is already in motion, that means he knows exactly how to accomplish his goal. We have to stop him.
Is reconstructing the ley lines a bad thing?
Yes. It's not a simple fix. It would mean sacrificing nearly everything contained within the current ley lines, very similar to the price of using a Gnosis. If he activates the mechanism, it's all over. We need to mobilize our forces as soon as possible.
But what forces do we have?
Kinich, 𝗔𝗆𝗃, you two, and myself. All other warriors are working to push back the Abyss on the front lines.
But that's barely any people! Not to mention you lost your power, and they've got the captain on their side! Oh, maybe we really should get 𝗤𝗟𝗃 to break Auroran's legs.
That won't help us with the captain, I'm afraid. In any case, the Masters of the Nightwind are in urgent need of manpower. 𝗤𝗟𝗃, I was hoping you could head back and help defend the tribe.
All right. I understand where I'm needed. I'll head out right away.
Don't worry about your grandson. We'll figure something out for sure.
I'll leave him to you all then.
All right, back to the matter at hand. I don't believe defeating the captain needs to be our ultimate goal. Let me grab 𝗔𝗆𝗃 and Kinich, then I'll tell you my idea. As you all know, Auroran is working with the captain and we need to stop their plan. The captain is a formidable opponent, but that shouldn't deter us. In any case, a head-on confrontation isn't the best way to solve the issue. Their plan hinges entirely on a single element, the source mechanism. If we leverage our forces, we can destroy it, and then success is ours. We'll head out together. In the event that a confrontation becomes inevitable, I'll stall the captain while you advance.
No. You're our leader, and you've lost your power. You shouldn't be the one to face the captain.
I agree with Kinich. The two of us can handle it.
Listen to my plan first. Kinich, I want you and 𝗤𝗄 to launch an assault from the front and break through the 𝗤𝗄𝗃 defenses. The captain won't be on the front lines. As a seasoned warrior, he'll be stationed in close proximity to the device to ensure its protection.
So, you want us to lure him to the front?
No. The purpose of the frontal assault is to gather the 𝗤𝗄𝗃 forces in one place. That way, it's easier for the rest of us to avoid them. 𝗔𝗆𝗃, I need you to do what your tribe does best, and dig a tunnel from the outskirts of the ruin. Once we get close to the device, we just need to destroy it.
So, 𝗔𝗆𝗃 is launching the main assault.
Exactly. The Traveler and I will join her as well. No one can create a distraction better than you, Kinich, not even myself. By combining our strengths, we just might manage to break through the captain's defenses.
Leave it to me.
Understood. Then we should head out now. Just promise us you won't do anything reckless. You cannot face the captain straight on unless you have no other choice. You mean everything to us. Losing you would be the worst possible outcome.
Thank you, everyone. You have my word. I'll proceed with caution. All right, this is the place. Their tunnel must be behind that gathering of 𝗤𝗄𝗃 guards.
Any of the nearby mountains could be a good infiltration point, but if we want to stay under the radar, we should approach from the side.
As agreed. 𝗤𝗄 and I will handle things at the front.
There are only a few 𝗤𝗄𝗃 stationed around the perimeter. We should take care of them first so they can't alert anyone.
Kinich, you made it back in one piece!
Oh, these must be friends of yours. Well, head out then. See you later.
It was a piece of cake. Those invasive pests are lucky someone called a truce, or we would have burned them all to ashes.
I appreciate the concern, 𝗠𝗏𝗻. Despite 𝗤𝗄's description, the situation wasn't quite so smooth. The captain's forces are all elite warriors. It was a tough fight. We were prepared to retreat at any moment. And now the 𝗓𝗨 and the captain are working together. Not the outcome I was expecting, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot happened while we were in the ruin. We'll tell you about it some other time.
Well, at least the 𝗓𝗨's plan advanced a step further. This is the best outcome we could have hoped for. We really appreciate all your help. But we have to keep pushing forward. Cebu and I were just about to head out, actually. My tribe is calling for messengers.
We won't keep you then. Let's talk later.
Ha! Little Kinich thinks he can just leave without consulting the almighty Dragon Lord, 𝗂𝗪𝗪! Hey! Wait up!
Hey, Kinich just ran past. He must be busy delivering messages. At least he didn't look hurt. Oh, Kinich, you're back!
Yeah. Thought I would check on the situation after finishing my delivery work. If you're here, though, I doubt I'm needed.
Yeah, it really feels like we're running short on people everywhere. It's so dangerous out there. Just when we think everything's under control, another thing goes off the deep end. Not that Paimon's complaining, it's just... What if things get even worse?
Psh, what a stupid question. You know the answer, you're just too afraid to face it. Like a puny bug clinging to a pipe dream.
Okay, that's enough out of you!
This may be one of the few times a 𝗏 has a point. On the bright side, we can pat ourselves on the back for saving all these civilians and bringing them here. My tribe is launching a second wave of patrols soon. We'll do a scan of the whole nation. As long as we don't scatter our forces, the Abyss is nothing to fear.
Fear is useless anyway. Even if the endless surge of monsters scares you to death, you still have to fight. There's no other choice.
She took a small team of warriors to the mines. A group of people from the Children of Echoes were trapped there. I think she just got back. The lava alone makes that area dangerous, and now it's crawling with monsters. Without her power, she's just an ordinary vision bearer like the rest of us. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried.
Spewing nonsense, as always. Quit worrying and look at the outcome, genius! She's still obviously the strongest warrior you have.
Yeah, she always seems so confident. Plus, she told us you can only become the Archon by proving your strength.
It's true. She certainly helps us save manpower. She can handle the dangerous areas almost entirely on her own.
All right. I'm tired of this conversation. Either take a break or get moving already.
A break sounds good. We won't be much help in the field if we're dead on our feet.
Good idea. Maybe we can see if the people around here need anything in the meantime. Looks like we're on the same page.
The almighty Dragon Lord, 𝗂𝗪𝗪, is trying to rest! Cease your racket at once, lowly creatures! We shall take no comments on the matter.
No one asked.
It's you two! Thanks again for rescuing me.
You know each other?
Yeah, we ran into him out in the wild. He was injured, but luckily some saurians took him back to safety. Speaking of which, are you sure you've recovered enough to be out and about like this?
I got really lucky. My injuries were just some flesh wounds. The doctor said they should heal on their own as long as I get enough rest, so I figured I'd try and keep working if I could. But, it didn't take me long to start regretting that decision. Everything's hurting now. As soon as I've delivered this battle report, I'm headed right back to go lie down.
Sounds sensible. It's not a good idea to be taking risks while you're injured.
What's going on?
The rabble-rousers return! They don't know when to give up.
An abyssal pylon. Here. That's not good news. We need to deal with it, now.
situation is grave. Hold this position. Keep the people safe.
Chaos and emptiness. So that's the abyss.
And it knows that now is its best chance.
But the sacred flame!
Archon's on the case.
Embodiment of pure dread and destruction! That black pit of despair will eat you all alive! At long last!
Laugh all you want, it's gonna eat you too!
So is that the source of the Abyss's power? I have to get a closer look at that thing. It may already be too late. Get to the place mentioned in the battle report. I have a feeling things are about to get very bad very quickly. There's no time to lose.
The fact that Deadpan Kinich is this nervous just goes to show how serious this really is. Oh, let's go. The disaster's really happening.
Everyone, are you ready? A bitter war lies ahead. Our victory begins in each of your minds. So ignite the spirit of victory for me. May no further lives be lost, and no one else may to suffer the loss of their loved ones.
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with the gaze of all Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Stone engraved in echoing peaks. Converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn. For flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
A hero scaled the volcano to seize the sun. Anointed with flames, she shone with the light of 1,000 stars. Now, guide me in my first step.
Having foretold his own death, the omniscient man holds a feast in celebration. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism and send him off with this final tribute. For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds.
My life's suffering shall be my epitaph. To remember the pain I endured, and finally, transcend it.
Heroes of the ages! Our moment has finally come!
We unite as one!
Baptized by the Turnfire,
bearing an ancient blessing, knowing true power,
and accepting a fate of devotion.
We embrace the transcendent flame.
For Natlan!
For Natlan!
In the name of the Pyro Archon Ħ'Abarhinn, I declare the Night Wars underway! The Ode of Resurrection will guard all life till the war is over!
That is an outright scary level of power.
So, from now on, all warriors will be able to resurrect themselves using the sacred flame.
That's right. No more casualties.
It's time to wipe the enemy off the face of the earth.
And to reclaim our lost territory.
This is for all those who gave their lives for Natlan. Everyone, let's go.
We'll come with you.
Paimon, Traveler. I'm so grateful you got to us when you did. You gave 𝗂𝗄𝗆 the chance to say those words to me before the end. If I'd lost control out there in the wild, this counterattack might never have been possible.
Probably best not to think about that. More importantly, how are you feeling now? Any better?
Not really. But now's not the time to deal with it. In the spirit of VUCA, I have to rise above it. The conflict and suffering in me are there to test my character. My struggle will make me stronger, and make me the person 𝗂𝗄𝗆 believed I can be.
All right, let's go show the Abyss what human beings are made of. They'll be sorry they messed with Natlan after we're through with them.
Amassed a large army, but we have the manpower to take them on. Plus, we can use the power of the Night Kingdom to communicate directly and mobilize our forces on the fly. There's no rush. Slow and steady does it.
The Children of Echo's territory is secure. All monsters down.
I'll go deal with the Abyss tumor.
All good here at the People of the Springs, too. We crushed it! The Masters of the Night Wind are also safe. Should I go support the Flower Feather clan?
Things are still pretty rough over there. I'm already en route.
No need. I just dealt with it.
Already? But you were just at the stadium!
Yeah, well, you have no idea how long I've been itching to bash some heads in.
Oh! Fair enough.
Ian-san, what should we do about the Collective of Plenty? Your home's a long ways away from the stadium. Oh, no need to worry. I just heard from 𝗂𝗏𝗃. She says they're safe now.
Sounds like all regions are secured. The Abyss forces are weakening.
Yeah! Their only game plan was to outnumber us, and that ain't gonna work now that we have the Ode of Resurrection on our side!
Hold up. The Abyss is sending a sizable unit towards the stadium. I guess they've realized that the Ode of Resurrection is a game changer. So now, they are going to try to destroy the sacred flame.
We ain't gonna let them get away with that! Friends, let's gather at the stadium!
More Abyss tumors have descended, all near the stadium. Let's split up and take them out! Oh, we need someone to guard the main entrance.
Alright, this is the final battle!
Everyone, we are gathered here to celebrate a glorious victory. It is a victory forged by each and every one of us, and we should all be proud of what we have accomplished. We emerge victorious from another crisis to declare, our beloved Natlan is saved!
Woo! All right!
I must caution that this war is not yet over. We have not destroyed our enemy, merely driven them further into the depths of the Night Kingdom. But the Abyss underestimated Natlan's forces, and they have suffered a devastating defeat. It will be a long time before they are able to pose a threat to us again. After making some preparations, I will launch my final counterattack. I shall strike them in their lair and wipe them out for good.
Oh, man.
Wait, Archon, are you saying you're going alone?
Yes. The abyssal energy there is too strong. Contact with it would be instantly lethal to anyone else. I'm sure you're all still fired up, and you must be eager to take the fight home to the enemy. But I must ask you to temper your ambitions. I will return victorious, for all of us.
It's kind of a shame that we can't join him with a final showdown.
Please, look at the bigger picture. Thanks to every one of you, we have already secured an enormous victory. Tonight, we should celebrate to our heart's content.
I guess if our lives are no longer at risk, things can basically go back to normal, right?
That's good enough for me. Beats having monsters everywhere.
When the time comes, I will gather everyone here again. Now, let us also remember those who gave their lives fighting for our nation. Once the last dregs of the Abyss are wiped out, I intend to give them the grand funeral they deserve. An ancient name could never record the many who we lost. But no hero of Natlan should be forgotten.
If I may, let's have a moment of silence for the fallen.
Lastly, there is one more person I must thank for his extraordinary support in our time of need, and that is the Captain.
Speaking in a personal capacity, I should like to offer my sincere congratulations on your victory.
Well, everyone, please enjoy the victory feast. I hope it's a chance to relax your minds and rekindle your spirits, so that we may face what lies ahead with renewed vigor.
Kinich, you are one lucky devil. I don't know how the heck you're still alive.
I'm in a zero-tolerance mood right now. Stop being so flippant.
Unless you want to get punched in the face. What is it with you, 𝗤𝗄? Why are you so incapable of being nice?
Oh, this is rich. One measly victory, and it's all gone to your head. You'd all be mincemeat by now if not for the heroic deeds of the almighty Dragon Lord, 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗏.
All right. Credit where credit's due. Here's a bunch of grapes for your trouble.
Don't treat me like I'm your pet parrot!
The messengers are the worst affected. I expect there will be delays on all deliveries in Natlan for some time. Although fortunately, a lot of people have said they're willing to help out part-time. That should alleviate the situation.
The Collective of Plenty was the furthest from the Abyss's entry point, so they didn't have as many monsters to deal with. From what I hear, they got off relatively unscathed. But it might have been a different story if 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏 hadn't gotten there when she did.
That's good to hear. All's well that ends well.
Well, what do you know? These are pretty tasty. Oh, serve it! One more bunch of grapes, post-haste!
Okay, Polly.
Everyone else is enjoying the celebration, but 𝗏𝗄 still being as aggravating as ever. Does he have a chip on his shoulder? What's it about?
In fairness, repeating a few set phrases ad nauseum is all parrots know how to do.
I am not a parrot! I am the almighty Dragon Lord, 𝗂𝗄𝗏! Sure took your sweet time. Wretched scoundrels! How dare you keep the almighty Dragon Lord, 𝗂𝗄𝗃, waiting! Kneel before us and apologize, or we'll...
Don't listen to him. We just got here too.
Kinich, 𝗓𝗂𝗄𝗃, Mualani? Woo! Everyone's here!
Reunited at last. Did you miss us?
I brought candy and cookies to share. Of course we missed you! Ooh, you brought Source crackers too? Score!
Just in time, Traveler. It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside to get some air.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
Huh. To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan. I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me take a look. Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get started.
Sorry I'm late.
Shaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe. Thank you.
The Traveler deserves most of the credit. Plus, if it weren't for your help during the battle, the Collective of Plenty would have suffered a lot more. We had the manpower to spare, so it's only right we return the favor.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get started. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name. Any, questions?
Nope.
All right, then, to start things off...
Hold on. Remember what we discussed?
Oh, right, I almost forgot. Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved. It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just how it is.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to pay for her meal, but she's too embarrassed to tell the Traveler, so she has to make up some excuse. So basically, you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle here and wait nearby?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Everything Xilonen said made sense, but did you see 𝗓𝗏𝗏's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave. But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natlan for quite a while already, doesn't it? You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Xilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon. We need to hear what you have to say.
But Paimon's not from Natlan.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect person to finish the story. Sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. It should be quick. Paimon gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, 𝗞𝗏𝗄, and Natlan as a whole can finally put an end to this endless war.
Amina, there's been another delivery.
Ugh, you're kidding. Another one?
Just like the others. They heard about the feast and wanted to send something to contribute.
But this is just a small send-off. What are we going to do with all this stuff? Then again, I understand where they're coming from. I'll deal with it. What a headache. If this continues, half of this stuff's gonna go bad before we get to it. Huh? You're here already? And you even brought the Archon? What are you doing here?
We invited her. She agreed to come as a surprise guest.
Surprise is putting it lightly. Sorry. I'm happy you're here. It's just...
No apology necessary. What's going on?
Well, I started spreading the word about the send-off, just around the area like usual. A lot of people are still busy repairing their homes, so I didn't think many people would come. But the turnout has been overwhelming. Not to mention, we've received a small mountain of deliveries. There's no way we can use all this stuff.
That's our Star Outlander's popularity for you.
You're saying everyone's here because of us? Yep. The news about your impending mission with the Pyro Archon has spread all over Natlan. Plus, you were amazing in the recent battle. A lot of people are here just to thank you, or wish you good luck. Basically, this whole thing is happening because so many people wanted to see you.
Still, we definitely weren't expecting you to show up with the Pyro Archon.
Yeah, Mika and the Traveler are in this together. They both deserve a celebration. Well, this is the perfect excuse to throw an even bigger party. All this extra stuff was gonna go to waste anyway.
No need to go to all that trouble on my account. That's not why I'm here. Besides, with so much of our nation in ruins, resources are still scarce. This extra spending for my sake is the last thing we need.
That's true. Party planning isn't easy. I can handle the big picture, but I'm not used to dealing with the finer details. That was always 𝗠𝗎𝗃's job. Sorry. I'm just feeling a bit in over my head. Oh, speaking of Atea, how is she? Is she feeling any better? Oh.
Actually, there's something we haven't told you. 𝗠𝗎𝗃 passed away not long after the attack on our tribe.
What?
When you brought me her talisman, I knew her end was near. Luckily, I got the chance to see her one last time. She was a hero to the very end. Even though her body was at its breaking point, she showed no pain or sorrow. In her final moments, her thoughts were entirely with her tribe and her people. Gatherings like this remind me of her and the parties she loved to organize, so I decided to attend in her memory.
We didn't mean to hide anything from you. It's just, there was never a good time to bring it up.
Cheer up, everyone. 𝗠𝗎𝗃 wouldn't want us to remember her with tears. Parties like this were her specialty. But now, it's up to us to carry on her legacy. So we can't let her down. Believe me, she has high standards.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, come on, let's get to work, everyone. Oh, Chief Amina and our guests of honor excluded. Kachina, Kinich, time to go.
Wait, you don't have to drag me.
This box is missing a label. Oh, it's you. What's up?
Nothing. We're just taking a look around.
Well, everyone's busy rebuilding the tribes, so there's not a lot of saurian hunting work out there. But the 𝗓𝗏𝗏 assigned me a special mission.
Oh, really?
That's a bit of an exaggeration. I just asked Kinich to help identify some of the unknown casualties from the battle. The fighting consumed all of Natlan. Countless humans and saurians were dragged into the conflict. So a lot of investigative work is required to confirm their identities.
Just like a detective, I only have tiny details to work with. The goal is to deduce their habits and find evidence to corroborate their identity. It's tricky work, but we have every reason to keep going.
Because Natlan's heroes deserve to be remembered, right?
Exactly. That is how we, as the living, respect our heroes and the values of their lives. So let me know if you need extra help, Kinich.
I'm doing fine for now. The teams searching for the fallen need the help more than me. The longer we take to find the dead, the harder it will be to piece things together.
Understood. Thank you for your hard work.
Just doing my part. Still no label. If I want to know who sent this, guess the box will be my only clue.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone! As this gathering comes to a close, let's hear it for the 𝗓𝗏𝗏 and the Traveler one last time!
Good luck.
You've got this!
For Natlan!
Thank you, everyone. Today has meant so much to me. It's been a long time since I had the chance to truly relax.
Yeah, today was great. Well, that concludes the send-off. Everyone is free to go. Any volunteers willing to stick around for cleanup, follow me!
Oh, I'm in.
All right, I'm gonna head back to the stadium. I'm sure there's a lot of work to make up at the speaker's chamber.
Wait, what happened to taking a break?
There is no break from the responsibilities of an Archon. Anyone else heading to the stadium? We can go together.
Yeah, I'll come. There's a few things I want to pick up before I head home. No one really needs a peacemaker right now, so I think I'll spend some time with my parents.
Okay, see you soon!
Time for me to head back too. Oh, wait. I should stop by 𝗞𝗏𝗄's place first. I need to make sure he's taking care of my radishes.
Of course you do. Well, safe travels.
I should also get going. Bye for now, everyone.
Oh, wait! Paimon wanted to ask something. Where was 𝗏𝗏 this whole time?
𝗏𝗏's not exactly a good party guest. Unless you prefer parties with less food and more insults.
What goes around comes around.
Ah, Traveler, Paimon, you're here. Judging by the confident look on your face, I assume your ancient name is complete?
Yep, it's good to go. Xilonen specifically reminded us to show it to you.
𝗠𝗢𝗵𝗍. Yes, that fits you perfectly.
Is that an ancient name?
I heard this is the first time we forged an ancient name for an Outlander. Seems like it was a success. What's engraved on it?
Looks like my people are just as curious about this name. Traveler, Paimon, join me over here. As you can see, I am holding the Traveler's ancient name. With this name, the 𝗬𝗏 entrust to him a monumental task, and this land binds us as kin. 𝗤𝗎𝗏, that is his name. Like starlight amid the darkness, flames amid the cold, it means hope.
𝗤𝗎𝗏.
Hope. After all these endless years of fighting, we finally found it, haven't we?
Ever since the invasion of the Abyss and the decline of the ley lines, the Ode of Resurrection has protected us for thousands of years. For generations we have lived on this land, following in the footsteps of our forebears, taking their place on the front lines. We all carry that struggle with us. And now, thanks to your efforts, the end is in sight. We have a chance to defeat the Abyss once and for all. This glory is one we share. It belongs to all of Natlan!
For Natlan!
For Natlan!
Our suffering will not soon be forgotten. But there will come a day when we can proudly declare to our progeny that this war is won! For our fallen heroes, our lifelong comrades, and all who forge the path ahead through trial and tribulation. For our homeland, we will claim victory! In Natlan, no one fights alone!
No one fights alone!
To battle! We're here. I'm sure you're familiar with the site of the Night Kingdom by now. The corrosion here is relatively mild, so this is our last pit stop. Once we set off, we must destroy our final enemy as soon as possible. Otherwise, no amount of resistance to abyssal corrosion will save us from contamination.
So there's no turning back after this, huh? After you left, Paimon started to be able to see this place. It's a mystery to Paimon, too.
The sacred flame is connecting us. The moment it sent us here, it made sure your consciousness could reach us. But still, you can go no further. The Abyss also has the power to corrupt the mind, so once we venture deeper, it must be alone. But, while we're still here, I believe some of your friends may wish to say a few words. True, but there's time enough to say goodbye. Come find me when you're ready to set off. I'll explain the next step of the plan.
On behalf of the Signs of the Canopy, I offer you our blessing.
The name of 𝗓𝗏𝗏 teaches us that everything comes at a price. We've offered generations of blood and tears to this war. And now, it's time to collect. We're all counting on you to take revenge, including the Mountain King.
During the Turnfire Night, I once said, "May the will of 𝗠𝗏𝗄𝗏 march ever on, until the Abyss is stamped out." Recently, I saw him again in my dreams. My most trusted partner, Birkina. He believed this would be the battle to end all battles, and implored me to lend my support to the hero of this era. As expected, traveler from afar, that hero is you. From the first time we met, I sensed something special. You remind me of someone, the one who moved 𝗏𝗏𝗃 to their side. I firmly believe you will defeat the forces of darkness. That miracle belongs to this era.
We will answer to the fire for all our deeds, and so shall the Abyss answer for its crimes. Oh, and 𝗏𝗏𝗃 has something to say.
Although you are but lowly servants, you have brought us much amusement. We desire that entertainment to continue. If this is where you meet your end, it would be a great disappointment. We would get over it, of course, but if you do go die, just go without regrets.
That's the nicest send-off you're going to get out of 𝗏𝗏𝗃. Everything has a price, and the Abyss must pay for what it has done.
Listen.
Did they lose? No, it can't be.
We are the inheritors of memory and legend! Those who grew alongside sun and wind!
Those who forged our own destiny and future! That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation!
We won't give up hope. This is where we forge our future. With our own 2 hands!
Bring forth the faith of the 6 tribes and bestow absolute freedom upon our heroes.
Angels, vanished greed. You should have long since been.
We need to purify the totem poles.
His soul is noble and pure. Hero is just his starting point.
Unbelievable. No signs of abyssal corruption whatsoever. The same goes for the 𝗡𝗺𝗏. Oh, in that case, just get some rest and enjoy your victory.
That means there's officially nothing to worry about! You won! You actually won! Paimon knew you could do it! The Abyss is no match for you!
You did it again, Traveler. Your strength is remarkable. And now, Natlan is finally free from the threat of the Abyss. Welcome back, great hero. I can't wait to tell your story to everyone.
We should record it on a woven scroll, too. That way your story will be preserved in my tribe for generations to come. I'm sure the grannies and grams back home are already on it.
Amazing job, Traveler. Becoming the first Outlander with an ancient name definitely makes you a legend.
The Lord of the Night was right to place her trust in you. She chose the perfect name.
The most important thing is that you made it back safe. Now I don't have to worry about the rescue plan. You came up with a rescue plan? Well, the Traveler already saved me once. So yeah, if things got risky down there, I was gonna charge in and rescue him.
I don't think it would be quite so simple, Kachina. But still, if something like that really did happen, I'd come for you too, no matter what it took. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Bravery aside, I try not to act on impulse. But I suppose there's an exception to every rule.
All right, last one. The great hero has a parade to finish. Thank you for taking the time to sign those autographs. We really appreciate it.
Why does no one ask for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord, 𝗂𝗄𝗏?
𝗏 was just practicing his signature with a rock. Still waiting on the admirers, though.
Hey! Keep it to yourself! Strange. Why does no one praise the deeds of the almighty Dragon Lord, 𝗂𝗏? Does no one care about my heroism? A great hero such as myself, forced to remain nameless! Ignorant fools.
Fine. I guess you helped out. Good job.
Well. A compliment. After all these years, it's about time you knew your place, lowly servant. Hey! Why are you glaring at me?